Elizabeth Victoria Montgomery was born on April 15, 1933, in Los Angeles, California. Her father was the movie star Robert Montgomery. Elizabeth went to the Westlake School for Girls in California and later graduated from the Spence School in New York, also studying at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York. Montgomery made her first TV appearance on her father's program, Robert Montgomery Presents. Through the years, she had roles in TV shows such as Burke's Law, The Twilight Zone, Wagon Train, Rawhide, and she was even nominated for an Emmy Award for her role in The Untouchables. She appeared in 2 movies in 1963, Johnny Cool and Who's Been Sleeping in My Bed. Between 1964 and 1972, Elizabeth played the lovable nose-twitching witch Samantha Stevens in Bewitched, first with Dick York as Darren, who later was replaced in the role by Dick Sargent. She also played Samantha's mischievous cousin, Serena, in the series. Bewitched was very popular and was ABC's highest-rated series up to this time. Montgomery received 5 Emmy nominations for this show. In 1974, Elizabeth began doing TV movies, the first movie being A Case of Rape in 1974, and later The Legend of Lizzie Borden in 1975. Other movies were The Awakening Land, A Killing Affair, co-starring with O.J. Simpson, and in 1985 she played a villainous nurse who abuses the residents of a nursing home in the movie Amos, co-starring with Kirk Douglas and Ray Walston. She was married 4 times, first in 1954 to Frederick Kamen. They were married less than a year. From 1956 to 1963, she was married to actor Gig Young. Then in 1963 to 1973, she was wed to William Asher, the producer and director of the Bewitched series. Asher and Montgomery had 3 children together. Finally, in 1993, she married Robert Foxworth, who she had been living with for many years. She remained married with Robert until she died. She was an outspoken champion for women's rights, AIDS activism, and gay rights. She was also against the Vietnam War. In the early 90s, she struggled with colon cancer and thought she had it beaten, but in 1995, she received the diagnosis had returned. Knowing that she would not recover, she chose to live out her last days in her Beverly Hills home. Sadly, on May 18, 1995, just 8 weeks after her diagnosis, Elizabeth Montgomery died. She was only 62 years old. She was cremated at Westwood Village Memorial Park Cemetery, and her ashes were given to her family. Montgomery owned a summer home in Patterson-Putnam County, New York. Following her death, the 794-acre estate was sold to New York State and became Wonder Lake State Park.